Hello, welcome back to Sabretooth at Nethemba, where we care about your security. Hack the Box Friday. Now, if you look at this next one, Blue, it has nearly 50,000 roots. I've got a feeling this is just going to be a case of running Eternal Blue. That's going to make this a 5-minute video. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to skip it and go to this one, Nineveh. I don't know how it's pronounced. If anyone knows, let me know. Let's try this one. And then, if we're done in good time, I will attempt that at the end of this video as a bonus. So that's the idea today. So we've just started this up. It's only been running for about a minute, as you can see. Target IP address is here. So, nmap T5, all ports. Oh, come on, aggressive scan. Good. Now, whilst that scan is running, we're obviously going to check out, we have port 80 open. Just make a note here. So let's look for robots.txt. Doesn't exist. Okay, so what I'm going to do is run a GoBuster. So let's do, normally I just do reverse search, but this time let's actually write the command out, because every now and again it's good to remind yourself of the command. GoBuster. So it says here that U and W must be specified, so we're going to do URL, which is here. We're going to do word list, which is tools. No, let's go into sec lists, directory list, lowercase. Should we do small, medium, or large? Let's do small first. I don't want to give it too many threads, because what I've found is that if you give it too many, it messes up the port scan. Port scan is done. Okay, no matter. So let's give it some threads. We'll give it 30, shall we, and see what happens. Too many? 20. It's only a small list, it won't take long. Right, let's take a look at this. We have port 80 and port 443. There's only 2 ports open. Very suspicious the fact that... Turn the sound off phone because we don't need that on. Very suspicious the fact that there's no port 22 here. Generally there is. But we've got 443, so we've got SSL also. Now that's Apache 18, page doesn't have a title. That's Apache 18, page doesn't have a title. There's a chance that these 2 sites are exactly the same, right? Maybe. We've also got Nineveh.htb as a host name, which we could add to our etc hosts. So I will run scans on both port 80 and 443 in case there are changes. It's been known to happen, but maybe it's the same thing on both. Let us check. We have department on here. Let me actually just run one on 443 as well. So I'm actually going to copy the same script. Same command, but this time, back up, there it is. This time I'm going to obviously put in an S for HTTPS right here. Certificate is expired or is not yet valid. Okay, that's something I've not checked. Let me just go there a second. Security risk ahead, yeah, I see, okay. Fine. So what we're going to do is sudo nano etc hosts. And what you'll find is for Hack the Box, we've got a few in here, but we've not actually got this one yet, which obviously makes sense. We've not tried the box yet, so that goes in here. We'll do it without the HTTP, whatever. And then this one is Nineveh.htb. So let's try this again, and we're going to change this to this. Still invalid certificate. So that did make a blind bit of difference. So what we need to do is ignore the certificate here. So let's take a look at just GoBuster with the help flag. And you'll see here that there should be a command flag. Skip SSL certificate verification. That's the K flag here. So all we need to do is tap that onto the end of it. And we are pretty much good to go. We've already got a DB. Okay, so this is different. Wow. Right, I see. Okay. Right. Let us do that. I will keep that actually. Port 80. In fact, I'm going to put all port 80 findings here. And I'm going to create a barrier. And I'm going to put all port 443 findings here, because this way we can at least keep them separated. This one has DB. Maybe I should start running again with a bigger list, to be fair. So I'll now use medium. Actually, I just thought that might kill things with so many threads running, so I will do that in a second. And then I'll do the same one here as well. So where should we go first? Port 80 or port 443? Let's do port 80. Let's do port 80. It makes sense. Numerical order, right? So we're going to department. And this is... I'm already on 443 though due to this. I don't think it matters. Let's do that. So department. Okay, we have a login here. Oh, that's just reminding me to do that, of course. Invalid username. Okay, so the username is wrong. Admin. Aha, and that says invalid password. So invalid username, invalid password. So that means that admin is probably the correct username. Let's try guest. Yeah, invalid username. So admin is the correct password. Let's start making some notes. Admin is correct username because the error message is different. Yeah. Right, so we've got the username, we've not got the password. Let's try admin and then some SQL injection. That's not good. So unless we find a password, we could brute force actually. We could try a brute force because there's no harm in having that running whilst we're looking through other things. I mean, that just says DB. There's nothing else there. I'll try these with bigger word lists in a few minutes. In fact, I'm going to do that right now for this one. That's already written out. This one, I'll do the same, but I won't get it running yet. Let's leave that there. So we can keep an eye on this. And it's got department again. Should we try a brute force? I think that's the idea. Excuse me, we're updating burp suite. So we need to wait for burp to fully start. I'm not sure if you can see that. What hackers yearn? Why 2025? It's the hacker conference in Amsterdam. Really good. It runs every 4 years. I'll be at the next one, so come see me. Okay, so because I mean we have got, as I said, because we haven't got anything else to try, but we actually have, haven't we? We've got this with a HTTPS, and I think it was DB, wasn't it? So I'll try that in a second. This is open now, so I may as well at least get this running. Not saying it is the way forward, I'm just saying it's very possible. Send that to the repeater and then kill. Okay, so We know that it's a post request. We know that it's going to this location. We know that the username is admin. The password we're going to brute force. And the error message we get is invalid password. All that information is going to be needed if we're going to use Hydra. The question is, shall we use Hydra or shall we just try and do it through burp intruder? It depends on the word list we use, I suppose. I think Hydra is the way forward, as much as I don't like using it. Now, normally, again, I do, let's have a look at our previous command. But you know what? Let's see if we can figure it out from scratch. So we've got Hydra. Login with small l means it's just one value. Password with capital P means that it's a uppercase P, means that it's expecting a list of some kind. So I'll go into that. Tools, word list, RockU. Then it has the IP address, I think, which is 10.129. I'm just taking it from the browser there, 148. And then HTTP post form. Is it form or forms? Right, HTTP post form. Yeah, it's here. And then you can see here, I mean, it's already got it here for us, I would have remembered, but it just makes sense if we've got it here just to figure it out as we go. So HTTP post form, and then what we have is the URL path. Now the URL path is this, which is what we need. The post arguments are these. So username, we could just set it to user, but we'll just put admin in there because we know that's what it is. And the password we need to set to pass, and that will take the values from the word list one at a time. And then finally we have the message which is given upon failure, which is in our case invalid password. Doesn't matter, I've not got the exclamation mark, I don't think it's a problem. And I think that's it. I think that is all. That seems to be working. So at least we've got that running anyway. So we'll leave that. Let's take a look at this. We've got server status, but it's 403. This is nearly finished. And that's it. There's nothing there, nothing else there, which is important. Let's just complete this and just do the big one, and then I'll move on to the other the port 443. So we'll do this first, and then we'll move on. Move on to this one here. Yeah, that's probably not going to come up with anything. So let's start looking at this other. It's just an image, you know, just an image. Nineveh for all. Huh. I don't know. I mean, robots.text. Oh. Because we're doing it through burp now, so I don't know what else to do. Except for wait for these and see what it comes up with, if anything. That's only like 4%. I mean, shall I go and then come back? Oh! Login admin password 1Q2W3E. Okay, that's fine. Well, that was worthwhile doing, wasn't it? Oh, I forgot there's that DB, which I've not even looked at yet. I'm an idiot. DB. Right, okay. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. We have a username and password for this app. But before I use that and log in, let's see what we can do with this app. We've got PHP Lite Admin 1.9. Whoa, no, 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 no. Hang on, let's refresh. We've got a couple of things going on at once. It's not a big problem. Is PHP Lite Admin version 1.9. Now, first thing is search exploit. PHP Lite Admin 1.9. We have got a couple of exploits here, which we will look at. Good plan. Before we do that, so many things, guys, so many things. Right, I need to slow down because my head's messing up. Admin is incorrect. Password is incorrect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is incorrect. Okay, and SQL injection. Incorrect. Okay. So we've got two ways to go. We could log in here, or we could try an exploit on this. And I'm not entirely sure which one to do, I'll be honest. We need to do both eventually, I'm sure. So hang on. Is it brute force again? I mean, it's worked once, right? So why not again? No, that's ridiculous. I'll come back to that idea if I need to. I've got places to be working on. So admin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice one. Under construction. Lovely. Under construction. We've got notes here. Have you fixed the login page yet? Hard-coded username and password is a really bad idea. Check your secret folder to get in. Let's make a note of that. So we log in and get that. Okay. Hang on, I put that in the wrong place. That's on port 113. Go away. Up here. So we have a username by the looks of it. Amwa, I guess. Amwa. Amroyce. Amwa. Not sure. Right. So what else do we have? Files. Ooh, is this local file inclusion? Or even remote file inclusion? Okay. Right, let me just take a step back. We brute forced the directory. Admin is correct. We brute forced the password. We got into there, and now we've probably got LFI. Right. So to do, because otherwise I'm going to get confused. To do port 80 LFI question mark. Port 80 RFI question mark. Port 443 exploits from search exploit. Port 443 brute force pass. Right, that's it. I'm up to date. Sometimes it's good just to do this, just to keep track of where you're at, because it can get absolutely crazy. Speaking of which, that's still going. And this one, obviously, we've not started yet, but I'm aware that they're both there to go as well. We can clear that. We don't need that. Okay, so let's start playing around with this local file inclusion on port 80 is the first on my to-do list. So let's go for etc just to get to the root directory, and etc password. No notice selected. Huh, do we need a few more? Does it need to end in .text? Oh no, it's already got a question mark. .text. No notice selected. What if we get rid of the .text from here? That's more like it. So it's trying to look for this and it's failed to open. So what else is in files? That file doesn't exist, so it gives this warning message. This file doesn't exist, so it should give the same warning, which it doesn't. Why not? What about if we try and do that without the files? No notice selected. Huh. What about if we just get rid of the S? No, go away. Interesting. So it doesn't allow that, but it does allow that. It must have this. Let's get rid of the end at the beginning. Oh my god, I killed it. Right, it doesn't allow that. So it has to have Nin-Eh-Ver notes in there for this to even function. Right, okay. Okay. Trial and error shows that needs to be in the string or the LFI to work. I assume it's an LFI. So what if we go into this directory, Nineveh notes, and then immediately back out of the directory? Does that work? Because it doesn't exist. So if you go into something that doesn't exist and out of it again, it's as if you didn't go into it in the first place, except it's still in the string. Brilliant, brilliant. This is just basic stuff, guys. Basic stuff. Basic filter bypass, that's all it is. So when I say it's basic, I'm not saying, you know, that anyone should be able to do this. If you're having trouble with this box, then, you know, no offense intended. It's just that this sort of filter bypass is very common, is what I meant to say. So if you know about it, then you should know how to bypass it. If you don't know about it, then you don't know about it. It's not your fault. I don't know, you just need to experience things like this in order to then add them to your mental repertoire. So we have, yeah, we have Amrois, but that's probably the only user other than root, obviously, that we're going to care about. We shall see. So now I can get a file like that. There's no way I can now do remote file inclusion, because there's no way I can put in a HTTP or anything like that with this here. So I can read a file. What does it want me to read? What about an Apache log? Var Apache 2 can't remember what it's called. Access logs. No? Guess not. Guess not. I might have to think about this one a bit, guys. I'm not sure what I meant to call here. Let's see how this is doing. That's still going at 28%. I may have hit a bit of a dead end on port 80, but it's strange because that's such an interesting... I'm going to keep the LFI there because it's such an interesting attack. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, that didn't. I thought, oh, there's exploits, but no, that's for this. That's for PHP Lite admin, isn't it? May as well have a brute force password going like last time whilst we're figuring out these exploits, because we're just wasting time if we don't do it. The good news is that we have it here. We just need to put in the port, which is S443. I think that's right. Oh, hang on. Clear. There are other things I need to change as well. Yes, it is 443, but this is no longer department login.php. I need to actually make some sort of request using this. So let's grab burp again. And let's put something in here. And throw this to the repeater. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, so there's no username here, of course. It goes to dbindex.php, so we will copy that and put it in here. We'll give it the username thing. We don't need to. In fact, there's no point. There's really no point. We're just going to throw this in here. I think password is already set, right? It's just everything else after it. Yeah, password's already set. So after this, I think we're just going to put in the rest of the stuff. And then instead of invalid password, it actually says incorrect password this time with a full stop. But that's fine. We're just going to change that to, oh, is it capital P? It isn't, it's small. I probably should copy and paste, just so I don't make a mistake on this. Like that. Go away. Oh, that didn't like that. Why not? Is it not the S flag? Hang on. Hydra help. Is it the S flag that I'm thinking of? Oh, perform an SSL connect, capital S is what I need. S is port. Okay, that makes more sense. So what I'm going to do instead, I was getting confused, instead of having it go to port 443, I'm just going to tell it to connect via SSL instead, like that. That's more like it. That's more like it. See, that's fine. We're learning. We're getting there. That's still running. Right, exploits is next. Exploits. So we have multiple vulnerabilities and code injection. Let's take a look. PHP code injection. Create a new database. The name you and hang on, I can't create a new database because I've not got access to the thing. Right. Well, that one's useless for now. And there's this one. This one has the vulnerabilities, a cross-site request forgery, HTML injection, and cross-site scripting. That's not going to be useful. XSS is only useful if somebody is browsing the site and I'm able to hijack their cookie or whatever. Cross-site request forgery is only, hang on, did I just say XSS? Yeah, cross-site request forgery is only useful if somebody is browsing the site and I'm able to get them to make requests on my behalf. And then HTML or iframe injection is only really useful if somebody else is browsing the site and I create some HTML which makes them give me their password or something. All of these require some sort of other user interaction. So this looks pointless as well. Huh. Oh, but we have a password. Okay, that's good. Oh, I see. We get the password and then we can use the code injection, right? That's how it works. Okay, so let me put this in here. Let me get rid of brute force password here because we've done that. To-do list is getting less and less and less. So password 123, we will log in. Nice. So we have a database var temp test. So let's read this. Let's get rid of this one. Let's read this exploit. So we could create a new database. The name you enter will be appended with the appropriate file extension if you do not include it yourself. Okay. We can create a database with a PHP extension. I see. Attacking and execute it by accessing the database file with the web browser. Got it. So we create, let's just follow these steps. Create a database named hack.php. I think I've done hack.php before. I must have done because it popped up as a valid thing here. Interesting. Create a new view. Was that it? Create a new table and insert a text field with a default value, PHP info, and then run. Okay, excuse me, I'm just going to refill my water, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. That didn't take too long. So we created this hack.php, switch to it, and let's see what we need to actually do next. Create a new table and insert a text field. Okay. So name, I don't know, test. Number of fields, well, 1 if we need a text field. And the field, the default value being this. Okay, let's take a look. I don't know, text field, right? Default value being this. Creates. Okay. Right, using, logging in, then using logging in, then using this. We follow the steps. That's all I'm going to put. And we get our efforts. Table test has been created. And then all we have to do is run the hack.php, I guess. That's it. Run hack.php. Where is it stored? Where is it stored? Great question. Var temp hack.php. Ah, I see. Huh. Can't get that in the... Huh. Just think about that one. Right. Problem. That's the path to do a database, and we need to call this file. Another blocking point. Let's take a look at the... Oh, to do local file inclusion. Right, of course, of course, of course. So now we can chain these together and use this to do var temp hack.php, right? Right, I see. File name too long. Oh no. Oh no, that's fine. I'll put the whole thing in there. I didn't realize there was a character limit there. That's worrying. How big it is. Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Okay, let's get a screenshot of this just because we can. So far, this is very logical and very nice. I'm liking this a lot. I really, really am. So that means that now we can get rid of our to-do list because we're doing the LFI and we've used the exploit. So we just need to use this to run a reverse shell, right? Okay, so let's write one. We can do PHP system so PHP system whatever goes in here. What should we do? We don't need it in quotes, I don't think. We will do get cmd. Yeah, I think that's it. So let me explain what this code does. This is PHP code. It starts here and ends here. Whatever is in here gets passed to the backend system and runs. So it's going to use whatever we put in the cmd get parameter in the URL, and then it will just execute it. I think that's it. I don't know if to do echo system or just system, but we will try it this way. So let's go back here, create a new database called moo. Are there any others here? Just hack.php. We'll call it test.php. Put that in there, doesn't really matter. Just in case it messes something up. Oh, I put the wrong type of bracket in there. Thanks for telling me, guys. You probably were yelling at me, right? So let's just put X there. One field, we'll call that X text field, and then we can put that in there. And we will see what happens. Nice. We get this result here. I mean, this isn't a rev shell, this is like just a basic web shell. So now let's go back here and we're going to go to test.php, and I can't put question mark because question mark's already here. So and cmd equals ls. Huh. Interesting. There's some sort of unexpected thing here which it doesn't like. Shall we get rid of that? Just do that? Will that work? Should we try it again? So new.php. Let's try it without that because it didn't seem to like it. So table 1 has been created. Let's try that again. Just overwrite this. And so now we try this again, but we go to new.php. How about this? Oh my god. Okay, I see what I've done. These I put outside instead of inside the PHP. Stupid. So let's see if we can get this right. Hang on a minute. That starts the bracket. That ends the bracket. Maybe I'll put that back in now. And then we don't need to worry about the other one. It's literally just that, isn't it? Oh no, that was put in by that. I'm getting confused. I'm getting so confused. Right. Forget these messages. This looks fine. This looks fine, but yeah, it's not got the closing bracket here. That's what it's missing. It's got the starting bracket, it's got a starting bracket, it's only got one closing bracket. I'm definitely messing things up. So let's call this one X. We're going to go again. X.php, we're going to go again. Don't worry guys, these things sometimes happen. Sometimes happens. It's just a case of getting the syntax right. Let's try this a third time, fourth time, I don't know. Everything looks better this time. I'm not even going to paste that message because that screwed me over last time. So let's try this again just with x.php. Finally. Good. We got there. So we have this very basic like web shell thing going on. By the way, I'm absolutely loving this box so far. It's really good. I mean, there's a bit too much brute force for my liking, but other than that, this is really nice. So we can see all these different, and we cat out these things as well, if we want to. But let's not. Let's instead try reverse shell. So what we will do is go over here, hack resources. We can go straight to reverse shell, or we can just look some up using, yeah. We can go to, what I was going to say was we can go to reverse shell generator, or we can look one up here. Shall we just try the basic bash? Oh, got and PHP shell. Let's try a basic bash shell, but we need to URL encode this. So we can try bash shell, but we need to encode this, because if we don't, then that ampersand here and that ampersand is going to look like part of the URL. So you can see we've got and separate the parameters. It will think of it as parameter separator. We don't want that. So we're going to go to here, paste it in, encode it in URL safe to give us this. And then I'm kind of hoping, you know, that we can just stick this on the end. It all depends how long it is, because it did say, it did complain about length of things, didn't it, before? Right, that's fine, that's working. So, I mean, it allowed it. So what we need to do is actually change the IP address. Sorry, I forgot all about doing this, but let's do it now. We should change the IP address to ours, which is if config, let me guess, it's going to end in 102.67. No. Oh, no, that's try hack me, I think. Or is it here? I don't know, but whatever. This is our IP here. Yeah, it's try hack me I'm thinking of. Go away. So we're going to put that in here. We're going to do port 1234, which is our go-to. Put that into here. Take that. And then start a listener. Oh my god. We'll do it here. Start a listener there. I think we can literally just do that. Put you there. Put you there. I know that my head's probably covering things, but as soon as I hit enter here, did that happen? What's just happened? Yeah, nothing's come back. Oh no. That's not good. That's really not good. I thought that would have worked. I thought that would have worked. Let me just give it one more paste in, just to see, and then Yeah, it was fairly. Why does it keep doing that? Go away. So I don't like working things in a small window. Yeah, that is not bringing anything back. So either I'm doing something wrong. I know that this works. I just can't get a shell this way, at least not with a bash shell. So I can use ls and that works absolutely fine. So instead of a bash shell, let's use a different one, I suppose. I'm not sure which. Perl, Python, PHP, I mean, Netcat even. Oh, this one normally works. I quite like using this one. It's long though. It's long. So let's do that. Let's grab our IP one more time. Grab our IP one more time. Right. We'll put that in here. 1, 2, 3, 4 is already set as well, actually. So we'll put you in there. We'll grab that. Put you in here, which gives us a new shellcode. And then this one can go back here. Oh man, gotta go to this bash shell first. There it is. Put that in. There we go. We've got a shell back. Lovely. That one worked. Brilliant. Brilliant. Like spike. Fantastic. I'm really happy with that. So let's just grab this one more time here to put it in there. In fact, I'm going to be even better and do that. We get a shell smiley. Lovely. We've got a shell on the system, guys. I am rather happy about that. Rather happy about that. Okay. So let's take a look around. Let's take a look around. We can go CD files. Oh yeah, that was just that. Okay, CD home. How about again, but CD home instead? S CD S cat user text permission denied. So we don't have rights. You don't have the right, or you don't have the right. Therefore, you don't have the right, or you don't have the right. Like Spike, if you get the reference, by the way. I think we should just limpies now. So because why not? Why not? Let's do this. Right. I don't really need these anymore. I don't need these scans and things anymore. I don't think so anyway. So let us cd progress scripts sudo python 3 http. We're starting up a server in this directory on port 80, and we're going to grab limpies.sh. So I did have my IP, but I think I've just closed it, haven't I? There we go. Right. wget http limpies.sh. Change the mode of that file to make it writable, and then run limpies.sh. There we go. So we are looking for anything yellow and red, which is 95% probably the way in. If not, we're looking for something red, which is probably the other 5%, right? So let's take a look, see what we have. There's a few exploits here, kernel exploits, which If we can't find any other way in, we may have to use one, but generally we find the proper way in, as in the intended way in, without having to resort to those. There's also something called Pwn Kit as well, which is good for stuff like this. It works a lot of the time on these older systems. There it is. Look. So we'll keep that in mind in case we need it at any point, but we probably won't. I hope not anyway. Oh man. Is there anything anywhere that I've not yet covered? Is there anything anywhere that I've not yet covered? What was on the other... What was on the HTTPS? Oh, just that. And then there was the DB thing. Right, okay. So that's not important. Oh, wow. That finished already? What is happening? Right, let's take a look. No. No. Okay. Huh. SSH is running, just not... It's listening, but it's just not available. That's weird. Let me just make a note of that. Interesting. Not that I've got any credentials to SSH. Users with console. Okay. Oh yeah. Test SU to see if we've got sudo or whatever. Test sudo. I've not done that yet. I will do that in a few minutes. Get through this list first. Okay. Oh. Knock-D files. What? Okay, I'll explain about knock-D in a minute, and this is worrying me now. I'll explain about that in a second. So knock is running, is it? Interesting. What else do we have here? Keys? Nope. Nope. Aha, sewage files. Let's take a look. No sewage files? Oh yeah, these are the ones that we just created here. Potentially added by user. Check rootkit. Really? It's unusual. Let's make a note of that as well. Got some mail directories here. But we've not got access to Amroise thing yet, so that's probably useless right now. But we'll make a note anyway, because you never know. And that's it. Nothing here that actually looks really useful. It did mention something about a secret folder. SSH is right. Not if knock. Right. Oh my god. Right. Port knocking means if you hit the firewall ports in a certain order in a certain time frame, it changes the firewall settings. It can be set up that way. Well, we're done. I didn't mean to do that. So let's just look up port knocking config file. To hide an SSH server. Right. Okay, of course. SSH is listening, but the port's not open. It soon will be, but we still don't have a key or a password or anything. We might have to brute force again. We might have to brute force. Oh man. Knockd.conf. Go away. So etc knockd.conf. Okay, let's cat this file out. Yeah, there we go. So to accept on port 22 to open, we need to hit ports 571, 290, 911 within 5 seconds. And to close SSH, we need to do these 3 in 5 seconds. Right. Why does that exist? Is it... What's in the source code? I'm just thinking like steg hide, because this was around the time when things like this were This is the time when like some of the boxes were 2017, you know, like steg hide and all that stuff. And we've already routed 2 boxes which I think have used steg hide before. Or maybe just 1, but let me have a look at this. Let's search for multiple nodes, steg hide. Yeah, 1010, and that was on HackTheBox. That was also a medium. So maybe that. I'm just wondering why it just sent me that picture and nothing else. I will, hang on, to do. Open SSH ports, steg hide on image. Probably it'll come to nothing. Let's just do it now. Let's just do it now. Let's just do it now. So steg hide. Not installed. That was before I did the system updates. Change my system. Whilst that's installing, let's just randomly cat the image out as well. So yeah, there's nothing in the image here at all. So steg hide is probably the way forward. So there we have it. Let's now try steg hide. Extract file on this image. Oh, select file name for extracted data. Test. What do you mean you don't understand XF? It's literally there. Look. Can you not see that? Right, forget it. I'll do that in a minute. I'll look it up if I need to on 1010 or whatever. What am I missing? What else have I not done? What else have I not done? Check out your secret folder to get in. Check out your secret. Right, we'll log in. Have you fixed the login page? Right, we know that. Check your secret folder to get in. Now, one thing I've not done is... Oh, I can't. Oh, I can. I can try to... Right, Python... Hang on. I've been burned by that before. Right, Python 3. Command import pty spawn bin bash. So I can su, what's his username? Hang on. Su Royce. What I could try and do is check out these passwords which we used before, password reuse. So the first one was, oh, I remember what it was. It was 1Q2W3E4. It's just the top two rows of the keyboard. And the other one was, hang on a minute, password 1. Right, that didn't work either. Let's check our sudo rights. We've not got a password for www data. That sucks. Okay, I'm running out of ideas. But the one thing which has actually stuck out for me now, other than maybe Steak hiding that image, is something about the secret folder. Now, I've just figured, is the secret folder... So we've got HTML and we've got SSL. Is it on the web somewhere? So if we do ls HTML, no. So what about ls SSL? Secure notes. I didn't find that before. Hang on, cd SSL. And that's just an image as well. What is happening? Right. Hang on a minute. I'm getting really confused at this. Right. Let's be logical. Due to hint about secret folder earlier, we check the web directories and find. I wonder if this. Hang on, I've got. I wonder if the Go Buster would have picked that up if it had run it on a bigger list. Maybe. So let's go there. Let's actually just go to secure notes. What the hell? And I know there's no point in doing a directory brute force because there's nothing else in this directory. Literally just this. So here's another image which we can run steghide on or whatever. That's insane, man. That's insane. So let's wget. I know it's going to complain. Just put no check certificate after it. It's just easier to get it this way than it was the other. Oh, that's a huge file. That's like 2 megabytes. Okay. Maybe this one's good for steghide. This makes the most sense, I think, doesn't it? Oh, I mean, I could do that as well, I suppose. Or maybe I don't need steg hide. I was just going to check, see if there's anything in the hex. Okay. Okay. Fine. Oh, and this looks like the key for amwas dot whatever. Okay. Disappointing, but no matter, because that explains it. Go to the secret folder to get in. Yeah, of course, you get into SSH. Because at the end of the file is... So I don't need steg hide. Right, I don't need steg hide. Oh, and now I can do port knocking to activate the SSH. Got it, it all changed together. This is actually a really good box in a way. So nano ID RSA, let's try that. Let's put that in there. Save that. Kill it. Clear that. Oh, change the mode to 600 on ID RSA. So all I really need to do at this point is the port knock. All I need to do is the port knock. So knock. Sudo apt install knock d. I can do it via netcat. I could do it via netcat or nmap or anything really. So let's try knock again. Okay. Fine. So let's use the example given. Knock. myserverexample.com. We need to give the IP. I don't know what the IP is. I think I should by now. Knock followed by that. Followed by 3 different ports. I think TCP is default because you need to give a flag for UDP but not TCP. Okay, so I just need to put in the 3 ports here, which are 571, 290, 911. Let's copy those actually. And then, is that it? Right, let's go to, hang on, you go away. I might still need you. I'm still on there. This one. Let's nmap this IP address again. On port 22. Just like that. And it should be, yeah, so it's filtered. It's not open anyway. Or at least we're not sure it's open. Not sure it's open at all. Filtered, filtered, filtered. Right. One more time. Okay, so if we run this, try again. Still filtered, really? I don't like that. Try it again. Okay, should we put in a delay between the port hits because it might be a problem. So we're going to give it a D for delay and we'll just do half a second or something. Oh my god, and now it's open. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So we just need a small delay in there. That's fantastic. So SSH is open, guys. This is quite interesting. And in between there, I'm going to put this command that we ran. Now we just need to connect with the SSH key, I think. I'm glad I didn't have to go into steg hide. That was beginning to worry me, I'll be honest. So we'll take this here. We're going to go, hang on, it was an 8, wasn't it? Oh, go away. SSH with ID RSA, and then it's I still can't remember what was. I really can't remember. Hang on, I don't need to look there. I can look here. I really can't. Why am I an idiot? There it is. Oy vey. Yes, no password. Okay, nice. Who am I? Brilliant. Right, no password. Now that I'm happy about. I didn't want to have to brute force a password. There's been way too much brute force in here, to be honest. God, I've got a headache. Really got a headache. Let's get this finished. Let's get this finished. And I said I was going to do blue as well. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I will. If I go to temp, is Limpy still there? It is. Lol. So we'll do that because we might have more rights as this user. We might have sudo rights or whatever, and we can get that user flag as well. But for now, we're just going to run this and just see what's happening because for the life of me, I don't really want to. Path abuses. Let's see. Oh, I saw something yellow there, but I don't know what it was. What was that? Oh, come on, stop flicking about. I hate this. Report reset. Oh, this is a cron job. Backups, home. Oh, that's an example. Okay. User sbin report reset.sh. Interesting. Copy that. Cron job. We will think about that in a moment. Let's keep looking. Nothing there. No capabilities. There's that file again. Report reset.sh. And again, you own this script. Ha. Oh yeah, there's mail there as well, isn't there? I forgot about that. So what is this script? What is this script? Let's cat this out and find out. It seems to run every so often. Can't really say when because I'm not too well versed in all the asterisks. Every 10 minutes according to that. So how about we cat this out? Bin bash remove report whatever's in there. Oh, okay. I thought it might do something as root, but I don't think it does. It doesn't. It doesn't do anything as root, and it's not suid either. Ha. Plot thickens. Plot thickens. What else have we missed? I'm not sure. Maybe that's a hint enough for me to get PS Spy. So let's uname A 64-bit. So we're going to wget whatever my IP is. Do not know. Wget. That was honestly meant to have pasted. Why did it not? My God, this is slow. HTTP, might not need that, but HTTP, we're going to get PS64. That's meant to be a slash. Change mode. PS64, run. Timeout. 120 seconds. So, oh no, it's fine. I won't kill the shell. I won't kill the shell by running PS64 because it's a SSH shell. That's fine. It's only if I've got a dodgy shell that is a problem. Let's see what actually runs here. It did say every 10 minutes though. I'm not going to wait for 10 minutes, guys. But we might get lucky. I mean, it's according to the top right of my screen now, it's 8:47 p.m. So if it does run, oh, it says it here as well, 14:47. So if it does run every 10 minutes, I'm guessing it'll be on the multiple of 10. So 14:50 or 8:50 if you prefer. Still means we're waiting around for 3 minutes though. So maybe I'm just going to kill this. Oh, whoa. Oh, I forgot about that. User bin check rootkit. That's running as root. What is happening? Okay, let's take a copy of this. PS64 shows that is running as root. Now, what about this script? Do I have any rights over this script? LSL. Wait for that to paste in 3 years later. No, it's run by root. And it's owned by root. Can I cat this script? I can't. This is a complicated one. I can execute the script. I can't read it. Okay, I'm going to go for bathroom break and then I'll be right back. Interesting. Okay, I'm back. So this check rootkit. Where did we first see it? Where did we first see it? Executable files added by user. It's not a... I wonder if that was installed rather than created. Does this script actually exist? Let's go to GTFO bins. It's not a thing on here. It's not a thing on here at all. Oh, it is a thing on here though. Local privilege escalation. I can do this through Metasploit. Wow. But I could also maybe do it manually. Well, it's going to be awkward doing it through Metasploit as I've not got a Metasploit shell at the minute. So I guess we're doing this exploit manually unless I really get stuck, and then I've got to change my... I suppose I could always upload a MSF Venom file and then create a new shell. Let's just do it manually first. See how difficult it is, and then we'll use the Metasploit one if we have to. So I'm not even sure if this is the right version. We can execute it though. We can execute it. I'll do it under this. I'll do it under this shell, so I don't have to do it. Because it says that anybody can run that, right? So let's do it under this shell. So if something dies, it's not a problem. Maybe not. What about you then? Can't do it. Guess not, unless we. And then that's not even right. What was it called? CHK. Check. Okay. Fine. Right. Right. Let's check this out and see what it is. It looks like a fairly big. The function slapper. Good stuff. Right. So I can't even. I've got no idea what this is doing. Right, steps to reproduce, that's fine. I mean, yeah, okay, that's great, but steps to reproduce. Put an executable file named update with non-root owner in temp. Run check rootkit as root. The file will be executed as root. Okay, so this does run as root. So all I need to do, okay. I've not come across this before. This is new to me, guys. According to this, we can put a file. What is it? Help! What is it? What is it? What is it? Update in temp. Okay. And wait for the script to run it. Cron job. Is it really that simple? Is it really that simple? Is it really that simple? Well, we're going to go back to temp. We need to create a file called update, but what we're going to put in it? Shall we just use our normal, shall we do our thing? We'll just do our root 2 thing, which we've done 7 times before. There we go. Let me just double check that there isn't one with a bin bash which is on there, which would be really nice. Let's have a look. There we go. Bin bash, bin bash. Got echoes in them. Oh blimey, a lot of those. I don't think it matters how we do this. I don't think it matters how we do it. So we'll just do this. What we're going to do is, because this is going to run as root, I believe, we're going to go nano update, and then bin bash, followed by that. So it's going to echo this line into etc password to give us our root 2 user. The password is moo, I believe. And then we can change mode, make it executable there. And then I think we just need to cat etc password. Is it really that simple? Yeah, it doesn't seem to be doing anything at the minute. Let me just double check this. Let me just double check this. executable file. I mean, I've done a bash script. That's not really an executable file, is it? That's a fair point. That is a fair point. Oh no, it's there. Root 2, password. Fine. Fine. Not a problem. Let us just update this. We're going to get rid of this. Go here. We put, hang on, there we go. We put in temp update. What are you doing? Okay, well, fine. And then we know what happens from there, don't we? Okay, we're done. But we're not done with the video because we're very, very quickly, and I mean very quickly, going to root blue as well. We're going to cat root dot text. We are going to cat home right. That's the good news. We got these. Let's get this box finished at the very least. And I'm hoping that the other one is only going to take me just a couple of minutes. Because blue, apparently, if it is eternal blue, then we're in for a really good time. And I think it is. I think I've just put those the wrong way around. Yes, I know it's wrong. Just say no and... Oh. What's going on with this? I'll disable. Right, I've done that one. So that was not too easy. Wasn't too bad though. And then this one actually was all right, I think. So for this one, for the root flag, I'm just going to put probably easy. Right, we're done there. We're done there. So is our machine dead already? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure whether we're still connected or not. We don't seem to have an IP address or anything. So, okay, what we're now going to do is very quickly refresh this page just to show that that's been done. And we are very, very quickly going to do blue. Ridiculously quickly. So much so, oh, it is active. Well, why didn't it show me that? Where does it say it? Anyone? How do I terminate this? Oh, it's here. I'm stupid. Wow. Right. So we're going to go do blue. I'm not even going to make notes on this one because eternal blue is ridiculous. Let's go straight to blue, I guess. Now let's do it properly. Let's do it properly. Spawn machine. And then we'll go here. We're going to put in blue. This one won't take long. 10 minutes at most. 10 minutes at most. So, let's get rid of some of you. Clear. Get rid of you. You as well. Get rid of that one. Keep that open, and that one, and that one. Now, MSF console. I'm going to get ready whilst this is doing its scan or whatever. Whilst it's spawning and everything else. Let's get rid of all these. Don't need any of these anymore. been a while since I've done 2 machines in one video, but okay. See how long it takes things to spawn? It takes ages. So this is why I'm going to prepare. I already know from the name that this is going to be Eternal Blue. So search Eternal Blue. Maybe I should also search MS1710 or whatever it was. There you go, the top one. So use 0. Show options. There's no way that 50,000 people could have rooted this machine if it wasn't as easy as, you know, this. So our host is not set, the R port is set. All that is done. All we need to set is the L host to our IP address, which is this. Show options one more time just to make sure everything is set, which it is. And we go to exploit. Oh, we haven't got the R host yet. We haven't got the R, that's here. So just for a bit of fun, before we do this, we are going to nmap this, but we're going to do port 445, and we're also going to run script equals smb vuln, see if we can find all the vulnerable SMB scripts, because if it says Eternal Blue, then quite honestly it's really going to be that simple. I think copy, put that in there, set our hosts to that, show options one more time, so I've got it for my notes. Okay, so it's got some errors here, so we won't do port 445. We'll do, because it could be the other, we'll do 1 to 1000. It should have found it here, MS1710, but maybe it needs the other port open as well. So it's not finding it here, but it does say that it is open though, and it is Windows 7. Okay, so I've got a problem with my vuln script, but quite honestly, let's just get rid of that, just get it for the report. And I think we're literally just going to hit exploit on this, and we are done. Grab that for the report, for the notes, sorry, keep saying report. We will grab this for the notes as well. And then this is where everything goes wrong. It takes me an hour to debug, you watch. It says it's likely vulnerable. Hooray. Oh, it says here the target is vulnerable. So there are scripts that we can do this manually with, but if you can do it with Metasploit, you might as well, because why not? Come on, you can do it. So it's Windows 7 Professional Service Pack 1. Come on, please. I've just been going on about how easy this box is, or how easy it should be. And it's not even doing anything right now. Fail? Fail? No, we don't like that. How about we go again? Win. Win. Get UID. And we are NT Authority System. We actually own the whole system now. Copy that. Boom. And that's it. That is it. We're going to drop to a shell because I prefer working in a shell. We're going to go to CD there. So cd users, cd, okay. So well, we'll go into Harris, we'll go into desktop, and then type user.txt. I will also type administrator desktop group.txt. Oh, boo, that wasn't good. So let's do it manually then. Typo or something probably. That's it, we're done. Yes. Told you that one would be simple, and that's why I didn't want to just do this one in a video by itself, because who wants a 5-minute video, really? You'd probably get quite a lot of views, to be fair, if it's only 5 minutes, but whatever, that's fine. So you've got doubles today. I mean, technically not. I don't think this counts as a box. And if it does, it shouldn't. No, it's good. If you're just starting out learning this stuff, then this book was huge when it first came out. Oh my god, it really, really was. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. And we are done with both Nineveh and Blue. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for putting up with my idiocy. Please leave a like, please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you if you already have. Share the video around, share the playlist around if you can, and visit Nethemba.com for all your pen testing needs. Thank you guys, and I'll see you for Try Hack Me Tuesday. Goodbye.